Let's be real. If your opponent is finding this much space in your defense, it's not luck, it's layout. Your backline's wide open. Your CDM is missing. You're pressing like crazy, but all you're doing is creating highways for the opponent to score. You're not defending, you're chasing. And every time you overcommit, you hand them another goal on a silver platter. But that ends now. We're not just going to fix your defending, we're going to rebuild it from the ground up. Because defending isn't just about pressing and tackling. It starts with understanding. Understanding the players you're using, how they behave, and why one wrong pairing can break your entire defense. So first, let's talk about your foundation, your center backs. Because if they're not right, nothing else will work. Let's start with build-up center backs. These guys are calm, composed, and rarely leave their line. They're built to hold structure and absorb pressure. They don't dive in, they wait, read the game, and cover passing lanes. Now, the destroyers? These guys are aggressive. They love to step out, win the ball early, and bully attackers. That's great when it works, but one wrong step and you're exposed. That's exactly why pairing one build-up with a destroyer gives you structure and aggression, the perfect balance. Here's what most players get wrong: using two destroyers or two build-ups. When your center backs have the same mindset, whether it's all aggression or all patience, your defense becomes predictable and easy to break. And that same logic doesn't stop with your center backs. It applies to your defensive midfielder too. Because if your CDM doesn't hold the line, you're basically defending with two men at the back. That's why you need a CDM with the anchoring playstyle. He's your invisible shield. But if you don't have an anchoring DMF in your squad, don't stress. Just pick a balanced defensive midfielder with decent defensive stats. And in your team individual instructions, assign them to stay back or cover center. This forces your midfielder to behave more like an anchorman, sitting deep, holding shape, and protecting your backline. So you've got the right CBs, your CDM is finally holding position. But none of that matters if you're still defending like this. The moment you feel pressure, you panic and call for a backup, which kills your defense. In situations like this, matchup gives you the edge. Stay calm, stop the threat, and if it gets messy, just clear it out. Use matchup first, before you think about pressing or sliding. Hold your ground and read the play. When used right, they can shut down space, win the ball early, or cut off a pass before it becomes dangerous. But let's be real, some moments come fast. A cut inside, a sudden break, or a clear shot on goal. That's when you've got to commit, and a well-timed slide can be the difference between a clean sheet and a rage quit. If your defender's got the sliding tackle trait, trust the slide. It's cleaner, quicker, and way more reliable. So when building your backline, don't just look at ratings. Look at traits like this that win you the ball when it really matters. At the end of the day, defending in eFootball isn't just about chasing the ball. It's about using the right buttons at the right time. If this helped tighten up your defense, drop a like, and hit subscribe for more smart tips like this. Catch you in the next one.